So
I'm ready.
yeah, so what you need to do is you need to find this new broadcast on YouTube. It's the old one is going to be still waiting. The new one's going to be showing. I'm going to go to Docs.
I'll let you see it, Jeff. I'll let you know when it comes up.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to get there too. And now we're going on to Twitch. So I should be live on Twitch currently. Okay, so now I should be live on Twitch. I should be live on YouTube. So once we confirm that I am live on both formats, okay, I'm live on Twitch. Okay, I'm live on Twitch. And it sounds like I'm live on YouTube. No, that's Twitch. Okay. So, Halloween broadcast live. So I am live on I'm live on YouTube. So like I said, you got to look for the second Halloween broadcast, not the first one. So, if you guys can find that, let me know if you got it.
I'm looking for it under live. I don't see it yet.
Okay. I'm gonna go into my channel and I'll get rid of the first one.
Okay, I got it. I'm
Got it?
in.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So,
I'm looking for it under live. I don't see it yet.
I'm gonna go into my. Okay, so I need to get rid of that. Delete.
Okay, I got it.
Got it?
I'm in.
You got the live
Yep.
one. Okay. So, all right. So at this point now, after all this cluster, I'm gonna we're gonna start the target. So let me get back to the screen that I can see you guys in. Awesome. All right. So the target itself is called the Halloween Group Remote View event. That is the name of the target. So what I want you guys to basically look at, this is a Halloween group remote view. Okay. The time is 1:12 p.m. It's 11/1/25. And what we're going to do, so do you guys want to see the general location of the target, or do you guys want to go fully blind? It's up to you how you want to do this. We can go in there
blind.
fully blind. Okay, so we're going to go fully blind. Now what I want to do is I want to pick where we go first. Okay, so I'm going to do we're going to go here first. We're going to, as a group, combine forces. We're going to all get together. And we're going to walk as a group to where I want to go. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this. You guys are going to follow me into a spot. If you guys want to look around the spot, I will verify everything and write it down. So we're going to go to this spot that I'm at. So I'm basically posted up. You guys are more than welcome to join me. And tell me what you see. So as we're doing this and you guys get a sensation, or I need environmental conditions of what you see. So if you can kind of let me know of any environmental conditions, it will be really helpful.
You want us to just do that out loud while we're going?
Yeah, it's kind of like Cowboy, but with a group. So it's Cowboy
Oh,
remote
right,
viewing with
okay.
a group. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, we've done that before. That's some fun stuff.
Yeah,
Cool.
love
All
it.
right, well, I mean, where I'm at with this, just my initial impression is uneven ground. It reminds me of like areas with ruins where you can't really see buildings, but there's like rocks or maybe worked stones coming up out of the earth, just like littered around. So, um,
Stones. All right. Anything else?
there's a focal point. I don't know if it's like raised or lower into the ground or something. There's like a round area that is a. It's almost like the. You know, when you draw a picture, you can draw like perspective lines in, and they kind of draw the eye and the perspective in a certain direction. It's like this. The area kind of draws you into this focal
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Exactly. So where we're standing at, we're not at the target, obviously. So we're in it as a group. We're in this one point. You're seeing uneven ground. You're seeing stones. You're seeing things. Now, can you give me the environmental conditions? Can you give me smells, tastes, feelings, maybe even location of the sun? Can you tell me where the sun's at right now?
Where the sun is at now. Oh, okay.
How about uh, okay, so if we gather everybody around and we're shoulder to shoulder and we're doing the 360 thing where we do a slow rotation, can you guys pick out any other things that's really jumps out? Oh,
Trees.
the other thing I want to do is north, south, east, west. So when we do this, if you see anything perks your interest in the south or the east or west or north, and just let me know. You said
Is the
trees.
direction that we start facing specified? Have you tasked us to like go to this location facing north and begin, or
Yeah, I'm
you want us to?
the thing is we're gonna walk toward the target, and so you know, first thing though I want is the impressions of what do you feel? I mean, is there anything in any direction that perks your interest? Is there any shiny things that you need to that would be cool to explore in a particular north, south, east, or west? So
See which way I'm facing.
yeah, a night vibe. Okay, so we're going with the night vibe. Outside. Okay, so we have night vibe, we have uh, inside outside. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're gonna go with it. Yeah, yeah. The people that are gonna be dropping it. So on YouTube and on Twitch, people will be dropping in and out. So I have a couple friends that said they may be able to drop in. But again, if they ask questions, just let me know. AOL archaeology.
Yeah, archaeology vibe for me too. This reminds me of those Greek islands with all the ruined temples and stuff on, where you can just go walk amongst the fallen stones. That kind of.
So is that like kind of like a visual representation? So we're gonna go with it like a Greek island.
Well, that's an AOL. It reminds me of that.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's what I was gonna put. Greek island AOL. Okay. All right. So, but nothing in the north, south, east, or west. No environmental conditions pop out. No big deal. We got kind of a night vibe. So
I got some trees.
yeah, and trees. Yeah, we got the trees. Did I write
Oh,
trees?
sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Yes, we got trees. So what we're gonna do is you guys are all gonna gather around me. Now I'm gonna walk to the north, and I'm gonna take steps. And what we're gonna call this place is number one. Okay. This is kind of like a target designator for me. Number one is where we are now standing as a group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push you guys individually up to number one location. And we're going to do a look around. You're going to tell me anything that pops out, any textures, any feelings, smells, sounds, hearings, just usual, any data. So
Sorry, were we already at number one, or
That
We're
was
at number 0 now,
0.
are we? And we're going to 1.
We are going to 1. So I'm going to have
Okay, sorry.
we're all going to walk, and we're going to try to stay together. The real key to this is actually staying together as a group, and then pulling the energy from everybody. And we have heavy and gravel. So I'm going to go with heavy. Yeah, you're right. I kind of screwed up on the numbering. So that should have been 0. Let's put this 0. Good catch. Number 1. People may be confused by the decoy event. What is a decoy event? Sound of a bird. So we're facing. We're gonna try north first. We're gonna try north. Do you guys feel anything to the north? Do you feel anything to the east, south, and west? But start at the north, and then we'll go to the east, west. You guys feel anything? Or is there anything that pops out? Because we're all in one spot. So we got trees to the east. We have stars and skyline to the north.
I've got a wall, like a man-made structure, but it's not coming up from the ground. It's cutting down into the ground. It's like a right angle depression in the ground, like the ground changes level, and there's this
Which direction is it?
internal.
I mean, is it to the north or which
I don't know
direction?
which direction it is. I'm at the location that you told me to go to, and that's what I see.
Cool. You got a wall in front of you. So it's a wall and it goes below ground.
Yeah, like it's from my point of view now. I'm looking at the wall, so at the top of the wall, the ground level is kind of higher. So it's like a step down in the ground level.
Okay. All right. So does anything else catch your guys' interest? Is there anything about this that um, perks your interest? Is there, if you look into how it feels, smells, or tastes, the basic senses, is there anything that kind of perks? Oh, hearing. Do you guys hear anything? Hey, well, stand at Stony Beach looking north.
I've got a bit of white noise that could be water or just some other kind of continuous white background noise, but it's not very clear.
Okay.
Can you hear human voices? There's a sound which is like a acoustic, which is like air pressure changing, kind of if you had a large thing, an object moving, or like, when a vehicle drives past and you get that woof, it's a sort of infrasound
Okay.
motion pressure kind of auditory impression.
Okay, hold on. Audio. Voices and pressure change. Okay. These are important. Because you probably feel it in your ears. You feel how like there's when you have the pressure. Okay, excellent. And the audio is just a very low key voices in the background somewhere not too far away.
Yeah. They're just like chattering. I can't hear people yelling or singing or something. It's just people talking, and it doesn't sound very like agitated.
Okay. So is there anything else about this area that we need to explore? Can you guys, anything shiny that pops up? Okay,
there's like a route or a way or a path or a road or a channel or something. There's is it linear or curving? I think it's relatively straight. Does something go down this? I think it's a focal point. I think we're looking at this. And AOL will be, like when people go and watch a high-speed train go past or something, so that there isn't something there now, but this is like a
So
focal point that
okay,
you
so
want to look at.
let me redefine this. So you're looking at a a roadbed or something that is narrowing down into, right? So you kind of have the feeling it's like a road going in, or
A road or a path or a channel or a way,
okay. So we're gonna
some
go.
kind of linear feature that has a purpose of something moving along it.
Yep. Okay. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. Road, path, channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the next spot. So we're done with number one, unless you guys can think of something and want to go back to number one and add to it. Like I said, if you do the north, east, south, and west, you just do a slow look around. If there's nothing else that you guys want to point out, then we'll go ahead and go to the next one. Okay. Here's a quickie thing that I want you guys to realize, that when we do this, each piece of data is popping in really fast, and I'm trying to write this down as fast as possible. Now I'm also trying to do this according to my targeting schedule. I'm trying to take you as a group and walk you from point A to point B. And so I'm going to try to corral you guys into one particular area so we can look at one particular thing. So now, Bob said looking at stairs and something reflects in the water. So stairs and reflection in water. Okay. So you guys take a look at that board real quick. I'm going to zoom in as much as possible, or as tight as possible on the board. So give me 1 sec. I want you to look at the data and make sure there's nothing more you want to add. Okay. That's 0. That's the starting point. So we had uneven ground, stones, perspective, trees. At Greek Island was the AOL. For number 1 was heavy gravel, sound of bird, east trees, north stars, skyline, wall goes below ground, AOL, stony beach looking, voices, pressure change, group, road, path, channel, stairs, and reflection on water. These are some of the data points that we came up with. Okay, so that's for number 1. So now what I want to do is I want to go to number 2. Now I've got to pull up my list here. Oh, there we go. Okay, hopefully you guys can't see that. All right, so let me take a picture of that. And then what I'm going to do is, after the fact, I'm going to have all these pictures available for you guys to peruse. You can take a look at it and compare the data to the target and do whatever you need to do. I guess I'll set it. So I'll have Bob help me, and we'll set it somewhere where it's easily accessible to everybody, and it's the target name and the target stuff is, says Halloween RV event. Okay. Let me jump back on the YouTube channel. I'm sorry, the Discord channel. Okay. Now we're at number 2. Okay, so I'm going to erase all this real quick. We are moving to number 2. We're moving as a group. You guys are going to all pick up. You're going to walk with me to number 2. Number 2 is the area I want you to be at. So I want you to, in your mind, I want you to reach around, make sure everybody's with us, and we're going to stand at number 2 and we're going to look around. I want whatever comes to mind, whatever things you feel. I need environmental conditions. I don't know, whatever shiny thing pops into your head. So you guys just stand there at number 2 for a sec while I do this. All right. So first off is environmental conditions. Anything pop out? Anything? What does it feel like? We couldn't see whatever it was. The camera isn't bordered properly. Okay. Let me fix the camera here. Ah. How's that look? A little better? See that shiny happy face. All right. So at number 2, this is now the point we're at. This is the location I want you guys to stand at. Temperature. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to grab Somnium. We're going to pull her back into 2. We've got to go to location 2. So the problem is she's wandering around and she's not at number 2. We need to grab her as a group. Grab her as a group and pull her to us. So you can literally visualize as like a energy to grab her and pull her to us. Make sure she's with us. So she's seeing grass and wet and hills. Okay. So grab her, pull her in, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stand there. Now, I need you to kind of give me an idea of, the interesting thing is to see if she can actually feel me reach over, grab her, and pull her to us. Do you feel the group? Because it's like if we can reach out as a group, you should be able to pick up on the energies because we have a lot of combined energies in this group. It's really amazing to see. It's a lot of shiny, happy, sparkly things. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to have you I want to have you as a group look at I'm going to look to the north first, and I want you to tell me the environmental conditions looking to the north, and then looking to the east, looking to the south, and to the west.
Cool. I got some stuff.
Go for it, man. Let it rip.
So white, blue, and orange. The air is weird. I can't decide whether the air is dry or wet, but I think it's dry with like an oiliness or a dirtiness in it. There's something weird in the air when you breathe it. So it's like it's a natural area, but I don't know if it's pollution or there's something kind of greasy or dusty or I don't know. I don't feel like it would be very nice to breathe the air here. So don't know what that is. To the north, some kind of curving shape structure, like an AOL of an archway. To the east, the land drops down. To the south, maybe more steps or terrace or something, and some people. And then to the west, I got this complex rising shape that, I don't know, is it a cloud of smoke or a geyser, or there's something kind of rising up with this really irregular, complex, swirly, blobby shape.
North was curving archway, west was rising shape, swirly blobby shape. What was the other comments? The east, what, east, south?
The east, it was just like falling land, like land dropping down. And then south, I think people, maybe some sort of steps or terraces, or there's some kind of like more altered by humans kind of area where there seems to be people. Well, I think they're a bit further away. They're a bit far away from us, but they're in that direction there.
On this target, I can truly say what the underground. I can't say what the underground looks like. I didn't explore that. So when I did this target a long time ago, I looked at what shiny things I could find. So I'm really limited on knowing what the underground looks like. As far as east, west, south, and north at this location, because I was in a different location when I initially did the view. Um, I can't tell you what exactly it would look like from number two. I do know what the actual looks like. So I'll tell you what, when we get to the as we go through and look at the actual data versus the data that we wrote, we'll go through this. Now, do you guys see anything else in this area that would perk your interest? And the other thing I want you to do is, again, on the environmental conditions, um, energy. Um, I want to know, is there any energy? Is there any smells other than the greasy organic? We're going to go with greasy organic because you're saying that the smell is weird air, or would greasy kind of fit the bill? Does that
Yeah,
actually?
I think that's as good an approximation. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something in the air.
I'm going to put greasy unknown. Something in the
Yeah.
air. Okay. Something in the air. Okay. At location two. Bob, do you want to throw anything in there? Okay, let me think about this. So, okay. It could be bright yellow thing up high, tall and bright, white thing sticking up. Shiny is in reference to things that perk your interest. I get sucked into things that perk my interest, so I call them shiny. I think a better word would be no, that's a pretty damn good word because for whatever reason you're when you're doing the whole 360 loop that I want you guys to do in this location, you do the 360 and it literally jumps out and you're attracted to it. So, but you did see a bright yellow thing up high, tall, bright, white thing sticking up. So we're going to go with bright yellow thing. And, okay, high and tall. Cool.
Yeah, I think
And,
I might have smelled salt as well at some point, but I wasn't sure what I had up my nose.
okay, building. Come on, don't die on me. There we go. Okay, so funky smell. You see kind of an archway or curving structure. Rising shape, swirly, blobby shape, falling land, steps, terrace, metal that reflects sun, bright yellow things sticking up. Okay. Anything else about number two? And if you don't see anything, it's no big deal. If you do, it's awesome. You guys are doing fantastic. Um, let's see. The noises I need to, you guys didn't hear anything, or do you hear anything? There are memory instructions. So, okay, mumbling. All right, so sound is mumbling.
I can hear a buzzing sound, like like an engine running, or it's just a kind of continuous
Okay.
low buzz or hum or something,
Okay.
but it sounds artificial.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I can actually feel it in my teeth. It's kind of a light wind noise. All right. So now, if you guys are ready, that was number 2. If you guys are ready, we're gonna go with number 3. This is the next. We're gonna go to location 3, and what I'm gonna do is we are gonna location 3. Oh. On location 3, we're gonna pack up, we're gonna pick up, we're gonna go to location 3. So now I'm standing at location 3. Location 3 is what I want you guys to look at. What is the interesting thing? What are the aspects? What do we feel at location 3? Do you have any feelings that come out, or anything you want to add to the location 3? So location 3, we have picked up as a group and we're walking along. Okay, so we're going to grab everybody. I mean, everybody's tending to kind of look around and move. So we're going to grab everybody and we're going to go to location 3. I'm at location 3 and I'm looking down. Now, what I'd like you guys to do is look down with me, look in front of me, and look around with me through my eyes as I look down, look over, look up, and look around. So you guys look through my eyes and then tell me what you see. Tell me what you can, if anything is shiny or perks your interest.
On the ground, there's like sharp fragments, like shards of, I don't know, broken pottery or broken glass or something would look like this. I don't know whether it's man-made or natural, but it's really sharp chunks. They don't feel very dense though. Like it's not made of something totally
Normally,
solid.
normally I'd have you pick one up and look at it, but in this case we're not gonna. I really don't want you guys touching anything,
Okay.
because it is a Halloween special, and so look at these, but try not to get too close. Tell me what they feel like. Tell me what they look like. Tell me what they would. I mean, give me details of your shirts and chunks. Just for God's sakes, don't touch. Don't touch. This is something new for me, so I want to know what it is that you're seeing. I just need more details. I just don't want to have you, find something completely sharp chunks. And what'd you say about the density? You said it was like,
I wasn't sure. So I had an AOL of pumice stone or like a kind of volcanic glass or something like that, but I think I'm AOLing off the sharp naturalness of it. And then you're like, don't touch it. So
don't touch it.
maybe kind of red, black or dark and red, angular, a little bit longer than wide, irregular kind of facets to it. This
Okay.
one's shaped a little bit like a lightning bolt. It reminds me of some of those tree seeds that get stuck in an animal's hoof or something. It's sharp.
Not AOL skyscraper as if I'm standing. All right, you guys are scattering on me again. Damn it. All right. Okay. Okay. So number 3 is done. We are gonna move on to number 4. But just give me a sec to write all this stuff down. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Skyscraper. I need somebody to
Yeah, I have
tape
a big,
tape.
like, high up wall in front of me, maybe
Yeah.
to the north and the east.
Skyscraper.
It's like wall high is all I wrote. I can't even see the top of it from here. Just the sense of being against a very like big, tall, vertical surface.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you guys as a group. We're all gonna go to the same thing that everybody's looking at. So everybody feels like we're gonna pack up as a group, and I want to take you guys as a group to the same spot. So wherever one of you is looking at, I want you all to look through that. So we have a tall vertical surface. We have it. It's like in a museum. I want everybody to go there. That's number 4. So the number 4 data, I want everybody to imagine that we're all in the same spot and we're looking through the same set of eyes. And we're going to write down as much as possible through one set of eyes so we can kind of look at the same thing and look around the room. This group is because there's things that you want to look at, you guys are pushing at the edges, which is great, but I got to keep up.
Which one of you is wearing scruffy wide fit sneakers? No, I mean, I'm looking through our collective pair of eyes, but we just looked down and I'm wondering whose legs I'm seeing here.
Well, I can guarantee that I've got no shoes on whatsoever, so that ain't me.
Yeah, it's not me. I never wear shoes. They suck.
Okay, there's some object and something like glass on a stone-like structure. It's like in a museum. So, how do you want me to write this up? Do you want an object, something like glass on a stone-like structure? It's like in a museum. How do you want me to write that up? I don't know how to write up an object like glass in a stone-like structure. Is it a glass object in a stone structure? Is it a stone structure in a glass object? What am I looking at here? Oh, the white sneakers. I got to write down the white sneakers. So you looked down and you saw white sneakers. God, don't let me.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that belongs to the group. I didn't usually use other people's eyes, you know.
Never assume. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, on this one, what I want you guys to realize that any data that we see, we have no idea what it is. The white sneakers that you see when you look through somebody's eyes could be the fact that somebody's standing near, the people or the other occupants of the target, or maybe a white pair of sneakers on the ground. So if you see,
I see something which I think is steps, but like big, like those step pyramids in South America, where they have like the big sort of staircase with individual steps, kind of like little landings in between, so it goes up in like little layers. I'm explaining that really badly, but it's that kind of, it's monumental. It's kind of slightly old, crumbly stone. This is some kind of haunted house, that would fit the vibe. It's that, but this feels pretty big.
Okay, so the glass is protecting an object.
It's on message for Halloween.
Is protecting object. Okay, so I have glass protecting an object. Can you guys see the glass protecting an object? Can you guys see anything that she's talking about? So glass is protecting object. Does anybody else see this? Is this an AOL? Is this only her? Because you remember, you guys are literally standing looking at different aspects. So do you guys see that? Do you see something else? We have a pair of white sneakers. We have a glass protecting object.
I can't see glass protecting object. I can see a thing that looks like a big acorn. Or an egg in an egg cup or something like that.
Okay. Egg cup or acorn.
Like a pointy egg in a.
Okay.
Sort of, I don't know what this is.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go with egg cup and acorn. If you can add anything to it, that'd be cool. And then you guys keep seeing steps, and you obviously saw big layered steps. So we're gonna kind of, before we go to the steps and deal with that, we'll get to that in a minute. Do you guys see anything else while we're here at number 4? Let me check number 4 real quick.
There's a lot of like repeating man-made stuff. An AOL would be a chain, but it's like the same kind of structure repeated over and over again in different sizes. There's a repeating structure.
Okay.
It's not quite
Have
fractal, but
have you guys ever I know it's not based in reality or anything. Can you guys actually kind of can you guys well, let me show you how to do it real quick. It's really easy. So where we're standing out as a group, because we have enough energy here to uh, do a lot of things. As a group, have you guys ever folded the reality? Just the 3D world is now going to be your oyster. You're gonna pull this back, and you're going to be able to see a little bit further, more spectrums. You're gonna see what's behind the 3D realm, where your eyes can't go. You open it up, you look inside, and you kind of take a look around. So everything else has a extra aspect to it. There's one more dimension, or even two more if you really want to get greedy. You rip that sucker apart. You are going to literally take where you're standing, grab the edges, pull it apart, and look inside. And what that allows you to do is it allows you to kind of like use X-rays or sonar, however you want to imagine it. You can literally use this to do scanning. So
what kind of data is it that it's our intent to perceive by doing this?
What we're trying to do is, if there's something of interest that you are looking at, pull the veil back, take a look at it again. So now instead of a stone in a white glass case, you're going to pull this veil back, and you're going to see the energy signature. You're going to see descriptions. You're going to have more. It'll be more vibrant. You're going to go from a 3D realm to a 4D realm, and this thing will pop out, and it'll give you a better feel for whatever the hell it is. The sneakers, when you pull back the veil, you'll see the energy attached to the speakers. You'll actually feel, you can watch through time as the sneakers came into view, out of view in the time steps. It's just a little dimensional trick that kind of helps you. Are the sneakers occupied? Are they stationary? Are they moving? So it doesn't really add anything woo-woo to it, but what it allows you to do is get more information from a basic object. And you literally have to grab the edges of reality and open them up and just take a peek inside. So as if you're in the Matrix. Oh, okay, hold on. Window front, yellow, and behind the window front. So window front. Now you can try it. You can tell me if you see anything. If you don't see anything, it's no big deal. But just remember, this is something we can do at any time by ourselves. You literally can take any object, any target that you want to look at, pull the veil, and look behind it. The problem is you have to really, it's almost like tune your eyes to see, because we're normally accustomed to seeing 3D, and seeing anything beyond the 3D sucks because our brain just has a hard time with it. Once you get a hang of it and the basic idea, that's great. You'll really enjoy it. It's kind of like a pathway will be opened to allow you to do this. Once you do it once, the pathway's open. You can never go back. So, window front, yellow behind. All right. So, are you guys pretty happy with? Are you pretty happy with where we're at now? Because we're going to go on to the next area. I was on pathway and saw lots of stuff to the left and right. Stuff to the left and right. Cool. There is left and right. Okay. So we have rising shapes, falling land, mortal metal that reflects sun, bright yellow. This is for number 2. This is for number 3. You saw the ground shards. Did you take the chance to take a look at those shards?
At what?
did you take a minute to look down on the ground and look at those shards? Do you have any concept of what these shards could be?
Oh well, it's always my intention in remote viewing to describe rather than naming.
No, I don't
So
want you to, right, I don't want you to name. Do you have any additional things that you could throw at it? I mean, anything else I can write down before I take pictures and erase it?
they may be made of iron and be rusty, or like a. I don't know what it is, right? Because it feels glassy or like iron, or I mean, maybe it's a like a slag or a mineral or something with a mixture of stuff in, but they don't. It's not like they're all the same, right? They're kind of irregular shapes, like something has been shattered, um, but they're very sharp
Okay.
or angular, pointy,
Now,
with some red color to them.
okay, Bob, so if we all focus on this, Bob, can you pick up any of these details? Can you add to anything on here, or is it just all this is all, off behind the veil where you can't get to? I mean, are you able to pick up on any of these things? Because if not, we're gonna just go ahead and move on to um, we'll move on to the next area. Energy signature going through doorway. Through doorway. So we have an energy signature going through a doorway. We got shards. We have glasses protecting objects. Sneakers white. Skyscraper museum. As if I'm in a room. Um, we got some cool stuff here. Yeah, and this is the problem with remote viewing is when you hear somebody say I see this, this, and this. What you need to do is let that information sit over here. Treat it like an AOL. This is an AOL. What we want to know is what you think, not what the AOL is. You don't want to look at the AOL. On this particular instance where I'm saying, does anybody else want to add anything to the shards? You're going to look at his AOL and see if there's any data on the AOL that you can glean. Is this strictly imaginary? Is this something you want to add to it? Are we going to build on this or just, move on to the next? Right, so you see an energy flow in something, which is cool. Okay, so I'm going to write energy flow, or did I write energy flow? Energy flow. Let me take a picture, and then we'll move to the next step. So the main thing about this particular area, we're pretty well described. You guys have gotten a lot of data now, and I like the data. So unless you guys want to come back down here and take a look at it again, we can. But we are going to go to, it's number 4.
I think this would be number 5.
Yeah, this is number 5. Number 5 is, oh, crap. Okay. All right. What I'd like you guys, we're moving. I'd like you guys to follow me to number 5. We are at number 5. Now, for those who aren't aware, this is a Halloween special where we are exploring a Halloween target. We're now looking at number 5. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to take a good quick breath. Can you guys take a good quick breath and tell me what it smells like, what it feels like? Give me the environmental conditions of this. Ghostly structure on 4. So we're at number 5. Take a deep breath. Tell me the the air conditions, the temperature. I need kind of the basics. Go through the basics: colors, smells, feeling. You guys got any colors or smells that pop
It's
into mind?
harsh to breathe in. Like it dries your nose right out, or it burns, or it's chemical or something. Like it's uncomfortable to breathe. Yeah.
Okay. Uncomfortable.
Maybe ozone or something. It doesn't have a strong smell. It just seems.
All right. So on that note, can you? Okay. So if it's uncomfortable to breathe, can you kind of quantify what makes it uncomfortable? Fresher than 4. Fresher air than 4. So, and that's the hard part, is trying to figure out why it's uncomfortable or why it has this particular aspect without getting into too many AOLs. So if it just feels harsher, we're going to go with that. Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that number 5 is harsher for you.
There's something energetic about that makes it uncomfortable, and it could be. It reminds me a bit of ozone. That's like oxygen bleach kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
In the air, where you get nose blown to that really soon, but it basically just burns everything that it touches.
Right.
But it could be like,
and that's a very distinctive feel too. I mean, because I use
when you
ozone.
get an electrical spark, if you get a big arc, it releases a load of ozone, but it's just the smell is energetic and kind of maybe oxidizing.
Yep. I use ozone and dehumidifiers all the time. So not only am I getting a chemically burn from the ozone, I get the dry bleeding nose. You blow your nose and blood just shoots out. So I get that all the time.
Yeah, I don't use dehumidifiers because it makes it
Oh.
hard to breathe for me. So
Yeah.
the humidity here is like too low in winter.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, when you
After
walk
breath.
into some of my jobs where you've had flooding for months and people
Oh
don't
wow.
realize they're sitting in this mold infested cave, it's like, oh my God, you poor people.
Yeah, gross.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no, here I have to put a pan of water on top of the stove to get the humidity back up so you can breathe again.
We do too. We have a wood stove and we do the same thing. So we do know it's for you it's harsh to breathe. Now, I mean, does anybody else pick up on that? Because it's not something that you're going to notice unless you're sensitive to this particular
It's not
aspect.
temperature. The temperature seems pretty neutral.
Neutral temp. Cool. Any colors?
Brown, pale green, light brightness. It's kind of pale green.
All right. So at number 5, we're standing as a group at number 5. This is our goal, is to stand here. We're going to kind of soak up the energies and the environment condition. Okay, hold on. Dark black blue. Are you at the wrong spot? You are at the spot that you're supposed to be. So dark black. The deal with this spot is this particular spot has a lot going on, and we are all facing multiple directions. You guys are scattering. Now, if you all grab each other and kind of tighten it, the group, and then try to look in one direction, it would be easier. But if you don't, I'm not too worried about it. I want you to really focus. Remember, you're going to have your notes in front of you. So I'm trying to get the basic notes down. You guys are going to see exactly what you need to see. Anything that jumps out that you see doesn't mean anybody else is going to see it, because north, south, east, west. You're not at the wrong spot. You're supposed to be there, but there's a lot going on. So at target number 5, do we have any other things that we need to see, or any other things of interest? Is there anything that perks?
I feel like I'm surrounded by a angular, irregular structure. It's kind of like, like the baby roller coasters that just are like really small portable things for the younger kids to go on that aren't too bad. That don't go up super high, but there's a lot of waviness and up and down and twisting round and angular.
Yeah.
I don't think it is exactly one of those because it's too sharp. maybe almost like giant barbed wire or something. I don't know. There's this real metallic, angular, up and down, dynamic kind of structure around us. It feels artificial.
On a vertical structure. Vertical structure. I see the entrance. Gray. All right. So we have neutral temperatures, brown, pale, green, light, dark, black, blue, surrounded by irregular structures, something shiny up, vertical structure. Gosh darn it. Vertical structure. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try to retype all these notes, by the way, so it's not this cluster of notes. Okay, so we have vertical structure, and then we have an entrance. It looks gray, hollow noise of water drops. Okay. Now, so S is seeing the entrance outside. It looks gray, hollow noise water drops. It's if she's looking up on a hill with the structure on it. Lost is really entranced by this shiny, spiky thing on a vertical structure. Okay. And then we're also seeing, let's see, what else do we see? We also see a structure, something energetic, and these colors. So, and then in the air thing. So, is there anything else that stands out in this particular area? So, we've looked at the structure, we've looked at the surroundings, we've looked around. What we're going to do as a group, we're going to kind of gather in again. We're going to take a look around. Is there anything else that pops out that you guys can want to comment on number 5? I get the idea of stairs going down to a cave. Okay, stairs into a cave. Into cave. I wonder if I can actually direct you guys. I wonder if that's possible.
I had something like stairs down into a cave at point 3. It was like this pathway that went down into the dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I'm watching you guys as a group, you surge, right? Well, S is she does what Bob does, and she goes here, and then she's turning around trying to orient, and then Bob's over here. He floats up, he floats down. He's again in motion. Watching him move is just incredible. Trying to keep you guys contained in this one location is so much fun. All right, as a group, we're looking at number 5. Number 5 is really cool. We've looked at it. We've got some basic data. Before we go, we're gonna say what are we missing? Is there anything we add, and what else would be interesting? So if you guys can kind of think for a second of what else would be, what direction I'd like to look at, and what else we can add to this. Stairs in the cave. So do you guys got anything else that perks your interest?
This feels roped off. You know, like there's one of those rope barriers that they put where it's like don't go past this point.
Cool. Cordoned. Okay. Any noise? You guys hear anything? Count of Monte Cristo.
Water. Sound of water again.
Okay. And water. So the ghostly structure was number 4. So number 5, structure, we got an AOL of Count of Monte Cristo. It feels roped off, hollow noise, and S is seeing a cave and something hidden from the public, something hidden. So it feels like she's in a cave area and there's something hidden. All right, this is for number 5, guys. We have a couple more to go, but number 5 has got some unique things that we haven't seen on 3 and 4. So the something hidden is because we don't quite know what's hidden and we don't know what's going on. It's kind of an interesting concept. I like that idea. Anything else that you guys want to add? Okay. Well, I'm going to number 5. Oh, wonderful. This is my favorite room. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to front load you. Okay. As a group, I'm going to grab you all together. I'm going to take a picture and we're going to walk. We're going to walk this way. Okay. So we're walking and we're walking. Now, we're going to post up right here. And I want you guys to look around. I want you to kind of feel this particular room. I want you to look around, give me the colors, give me the shapes, anything stand out in it. Give me the environmentals if you can, but just give me the basics of what this area is.
Is this number 6?
This is number 6. And again, where we're at, grab the sides, pull it apart, take a look around, see if you can, you know, do the whole time thing. See if you can energies, whatever the dimensional aspect will let you see. Pull it apart, take a look inside, and use it kind of like a chronovision or X-ray vision, where you can see more than what's there, and anything that you can add to it. It basically adds, by doing that, it literally adds an extra layer of things that you can see and do. So it allows you to stand in a group, pull all our energies into this chronovisor, and see more than what's there. And it's really cool because you can actually share this with the group. So let me get back to Discord here so I can see the notes. Okay, handy to start the matrix. There's something inside the rock blue light. So just give me a quick smell. And again, we're all looking different directions. So I've got you guys looking in different things in different directions. I need you to kind of look around, tell me what you feel seeing. Are we inside, outside? Is it in a open room, closed room? Are we outside in a field? Tell me kind of where we're at on number 6 and describe the basics. Right. So, matrix view. Yeah, I really like using the matrix view. It just, to me, it really It makes changes. So S is talking about using the matrix view, how you can't see these colors. The colors do come to light with the matrix view. This is how I do body scanning and registering energy panes. It's really, really useful to have pain come through as red and iridescent. So when you're doing a body scan, you can literally look at somebody and say, hey, why is this area glowing? Your nerves are literally radiating and you can see the light. And it's a really useful function to open and look inside. Brown, wooden, and dark. You got any smells? Do you have any feelings? Is there any emotionals? Anything that would at number 6 that would kind of any aspect that would come to light? Empty now once there's a lot happening. Okay, so it's empty. Okay. Anything else about this
I've got a
place?
structure here that's like AOL of a tombstone. It's kind of wide at the bottom with a tall square bit, and it's split down the middle. I said dark void behind.
Okay. Okay. So we have a dark void. We have a brown, wooden, and dark. We have room like a castle. We have uh, energy glow. It was an energy glow in there. So cool. Is there anything else that stands out? Any of the conditions that you can see, feel, or hear? Is there anything that perks your interest? Is there anything that you want to, that your subconscious is saying, I want to look at this before we go? Yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely not 3D. So, but that energy glow is something only when you can see that or pull the veil. So, um, in that case, I'm going to bag number 6 and we are going to go to number 7. All right, number 7. At this point in time, I'm gonna you repeat. We want to look, but we don't want to touch. We want to that we're as a group. We're all together. Anybody can join us as a group, and we can look and we combine our powers to look around. Makes it easier. We can look through each other's eyes. So now what I want to do is we're going to go to number 7 as a group, and you can either look through your own eyes, but we stay at number 7 and we look around. I need conditions, colors, smells, feelings, emotional value. Um, so anything that pops up in your brain as far as it smells like, it feels like, uh, colors or aspects. We'll start with colors. Any colors pop up? Green. So I said number 7, right? Let me check to make sure. Yeah, number 7. And
I got
so,
this is very bright.
okay,
Like bright light coming down.
okay, cool. So the colors that S has got is gray, green, and yellow. I've got bright light.
feel like I'm in a circular area. I don't know if it's a room or not, but it's like enclosed on a couple of sides, but then one side is like really open and really bright.
Bright. And can you tell which direction that bright side is? So if you were gonna, so you take what you have, and can you give me north, south, east, or west on that? Can you kind of get a feel for which direction it is? Which side is the bright side?
I would say sort of southwest.
Okay, so the really open and bright side is the southwest?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not reliable at compass
No.
directions,
It,
so
it yeah, it just that the first thing off your head is it's you're looking to the south, um, southwest, which is fine. So, but you got kind of a circular, you've got kind of, it feels possibly like a room, and you've got bright over here. So for whatever reason, it's bright. And S also agrees. She's saying to the south. So we're gonna go with south to the bright. Okay. As far as a tall, bright light gang, I didn't get it again. What does that mean? The tall, light, bright gang, I didn't get again. So does that mean you don't see that? No, well, no. I mean, it's just. Oh. So it was a joke. Okay. All right. So as uh, hey, did you see anything does anything perk your interest at Target 7, Bob? And it would be interesting to know if you're actually picking up anything on 7. Was there anything that stands out? Have you tried the opening and using the dimensional aspect yet? So number 7 is I like 7. 7's kind of cool. So you guys will, once I show you guys the data, number 7. Okay. Okay. So yeah, he's getting an AOL. You know, I'm going to tell you not to touch anything, and if you do touch things, it's really cool, but I have to use the whole thing. Don't touch anything because, you know, you don't want to touch anything. But if you do, you got to tell me. So, Jeff, I touched it
what?
and this happened. So I didn't blow up. I'm like, yay! That's so exciting. Yeah, it's a warning. Just, you know, I want to make sure you're safe. But if you touch it, you got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. I'm going to be
Whatever.
right.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna,
touch something. I'm
I
gonna
know
touch
you.
something.
You probably picked up those shards and you're like, ooh.
No, I didn't, because you were like, "Don't touch them," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Is this like extra challenge mode or like what?"
Well, no, I've got to be the dutiful leader and actually try to protect you guys from your own, you know, own things. The problem is I want to
I've
go
never
touch the.
experienced anything that is
Yeah. The worst part
permanently
is
harmful in a remote viewing session. I'm
I
gonna stick my head right in it.
I can honestly say that I've never actually been physically harmed, but I tell you that,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I'm gonna give it a good lick
I know you are,
pick it up.
goddammit, and you're gonna tell me
in my heart.
exactly what it tastes like too. But yeah, yeah. So anyways, we've got a animalistic roar, which is an AOL. It could be symbolic of dangerous. Now the problem with this is it like an audible, or is this like a feeling? Which is this a dimensional thing? And I get symbolic flashes. Okay, we're gonna call it a symbolic flash. Okay, flash.
I feel like I'm watching the end credits of a movie.
Well, we're moving right along. Uh, let's see. That means something else. I learned this from Cowboy. I tell you, there's so much I haven't learned from I need to watch more of you guys' cowboy views to figure out how the best way to do these would be. Okay, so now we're at 7. Is there anything else you guys want to add onto this before we go on to number 8? Nothing? Gray, green, yellow. Okay, so where are we at? Number 8, tiny. Okay. Spacious, flat, horizontal surface for 7. Okay. Is that for 7 or 8? The spacious, flat, horizontal 7. Okay. Flat, horizontal. Cool. You got any other adjectives you want to throw, or nouns that you want to throw on there? Until. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, just be aware that I put out the general knowledge, don't touch anything, and if you touch anything, just make sure you tell me right away.
It's like don't touch anything in air quotes.
I know, isn't it though? That's
Don't
not what
do
I'm
drugs, kids.
exactly as I hold up my water pipe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we're on to number 8. So we're gonna as a group we're all gonna go over to number 8. Is there anything about number 8 that stands out?
Feels like a gateway, a doorway, a passage out into the light. Well, that we've just been on a haunted house ride or something.
Okay. So it kind of feels like this is kind of like a gateway out. All right.
Yeah, like
Okay.
going from a dark area into a bright area.
Yep, yep. Hey, Night Traveler. So this is being taped, so just so you know, man. Okay. So, we have a gateway feel for number 8. Um, I'm at number 8. We're all in this by number 8, and we're looking, and it just feels like gateway. Is there anything else we want to add to number 8? Give me quick conditions, what it feels like. If you're gonna tell me anything about this, I mean, what basic nouns would you use for number 8? I'm looking for number 8 now.
There's something numerical, counting up or tallying involved with 8. Maybe it's exit by the gift shop, but
Redeem your tokens here, man. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we got stone, we got something numerical, and we got a feel that it might be a gateway. AOL door is metallic. And door is metallic. Now remember, I'm going to pull up each individual aspect of number 8. We're going to walk through all the targets, all the sections of the target. We're gonna discuss this. So the door is metallic, lights behind the doors if I'm standing in a cave. Door is metallic, as if standing in a cave, as if standing in a cave. Okay. He said first, so I didn't write it. I got a light behind the door as well. So there's a light behind the door. Did I write that down? Light behind the door. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are kind of like looking at this from different perspectives and kind of getting a feel for it. All right, so now we're going to go on to, if you guys are ready, we're going to go to number 9. Now, number 9, which is yeah, let's skip number 9. Well, let's go ahead and do number 9. Go to 9. So we're all going to stand, and as a group, we're going to walk over to 9, and we're going to stand at 9, and we're looking at line. Now, I need just the basic. Do you guys feel anything, or hear anything, or hold on?
Windy, and I see something like the spokes of a wheel. That might be on the ground, like lines radiating out from a central point, regularly spaced. I feel like the floor's moving. It's like being on a ship, wobbling around.
So I got spokes of a wheel radiating, regularly spaced, floor moving. What else we have that stands out on 9? Is there anything that pops out? Now I want you guys, I know it's going to be hard for you guys to remember this, but as we walk and as we look at each section, I need you guys to kind of, in the back of your mind, categorize. At 9, I got the floor moving, I got fragility, not comfortable, and storming rain. So just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, and then when we go back through this, we'll discuss that. So is there anything that pops out about 9? So Traveler, if you want to drop a note, you are more than welcome to drop a note if anything pops out at you and Lizard. I'm okay with whatever you want to drop in here. Now this is going to Twitch and YouTube, so but
It's okay. If anything pops up, I'll let you know. I think I'll just observe for now.
yeah, cool. So at 9, do you guys, the matrix view is very different from 3D? Yeah, I can concur on that one. Touched fur or a life form? Can you, I hate to say it, and you didn't hear it from me, can you touch it again and get any more information? So if you think maybe is it possible to reach out and do it again? So touch fur or life form.
Jeff, if you want me to, I'll share the data I got when I first joined. It's really short, but I don't want to do anything out of order. Just let me know.
Is it when you first joined? Were we at number 9, or is this just general overall data? I'll tell you what. Throw it out here and let's.
Oh, yeah, I was just trying to view the target as soon as I heard it was a group session. I joined, I don't know, 5 minutes ago, maybe.
No, that's fine. Go ahead and I'll write it down, and then I'm going to erase the board. So.
Go ahead and tell you. I didn't know you were going through stuff in a specific order.
I am. I'm actually. So what I've done is I'm at the target site. I've separated the target site into, I think, 11 different areas of what I would feel would be interest. So I want these guys to walk through and tell me, because each aspect of this target that I'm looking at is interesting. So you go. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, your initial reaction when you walked into the room would be awesome. So give me your initial reaction when you walked into this group meeting. What was the first thing that popped into your head?
I got like an empty space, possibly a natural structure, very dusty, toxic like minerals like asbestos. And then I AOL'd like 3i Atlas like really hard.
I friggin' I swear to God, it pops up in so many of my. It's so hard to get rid of. So we're gonna put 3A Atlas. AI Atlas. Is it 3A Atlas? No, 3I.
3i.
3I
Yeah,
Atlas.
3i slash
AOL.
If we
Atlas.
were removing 3i Atlas, we'd be describing a boring rock, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard. Well, I haven't heard much of what else is going on. So
Okay. So
Pay
lost.
$10 is a rock.
Okay. Now hold on. Okay, Lost. I need you to check your fingers. Make sure you have all your fingers before we continue. But sharp teeth or fangs, and then we have a hoof on my foot. So these are the things. These are the things you got flashes of. Okay. So teeth or fangs. Touch life former and teeth and fangs. All right. We're still at 9, right? Yeah, we're still at 9, and you have teeth and fangs and life form. So these are something that. No, AOL is fine. I'm okay with AOLs. I just want that written down that you either saw them or you AOL them or something. I want this data set to be pointed down. The other funny thing is Traveler saw empty space, toxic asbestos, and then back. I don't know. I can't remember where you guys said it. It was the air felt very uncomfortable. I mean, so there is kind of an uncomfortable feel to this area, which is, you know, obvious by now, two of you guys, that it feels the air is something about the air is, and I didn't pick it up when I remote viewed it, so it's really cool. And it says something was different about the air. Yeah, so now even Lost said something about the air, which is cool. Uh, Asbestos. All right. Now, number 9. Was there anything else that we want to add to it? Because I'm going to take a picture. Okay. Now, as far as I'm concerned, each set of pictures and each set of data that we have taken has a lot that we've got to discuss. So I'm gonna try to keep resisting the urge to not fall back and look at everything. So I'm gonna skip number 10. So we're gonna skip number 10, which is interesting to me, but we're gonna go straight to number 11. Okay. So let me erase this real quick, guys. And then I want you to imagine we're walking, and we're going to number 11. Where is number 11? What is number 11? Imagine that you are now next to me in this group, and I want you guys to tighten up, grab each other. I want you to, once the chain is complete, where we are all in a group and we're all allowing this energy to flow around each other, it is now going to allow you to maximize your vision, your hearing, your sound, yada, yada, yada. You can literally do the whole pull the veil back. So at number 11, and then we got one more to go. So this is number 11. We're going to do 3 things on this particular target because I skipped number 10. What we're going to do is we're going to look around, and I want you to look at number 10, and I want you to tell me what you see. So I need you to give me a rotation on, you know, which way we're looking. I want you to tell me the environmental conditions. I want you to smell, sights, sounds. What else we got? Anything that you can come up with as far as environmental, but along with I want the north, south, east, west. But I only want you to look at one direction. That would be at number 9. Okay? So even telling me how far away number 9 is would be awesome. Is it right here? Is it far away? Your information on number 9 is, I'm sorry, number 10 is cool, but give me the environmentals. Give me the direction of number 10. But we are at number 11.
We skipped number 10, right? But we're
We are-
just going to...
Yeah.
We want to get the direction of it.
Mhm.
Okay. I got northeast for number 10.
Okay. So we're going to go with
But I would like
northeast.
to caveat that by saying I kind of suck at doing compass directions. So
No. Well, we are good with that. Giant entity bigger than the universe being mined for its ornamental answers. Today's pseudo-dead. So pseudo-dead entity. Why?
looking from point 11 towards point 10, there's a really nice view. It's like looking up a ravine. Or like a narrow gorge or something, but it's kind of tall on both sides, natural. It's quite sort of cool, it's awe-inspiring, or impressive, or yeah, it's a cool view.
Okay, so you actually have a mental view of what it looks like there. So you have a filled in. Are you inside or outside?
I'm kind of halfway down inside the ravine or gorge or whatever this long linear vertical kind of space is. It looks kind of natural. There's like plants growing up the sides, but it's very straight. Like you can see quite a long way, given that it's not very wide.
I felt like I was in a stone tunnel. So now we have inside a ravine that's not wide. We have a stone tunnel. The funny thing about that is we have a stone tunnel, which is narrow, and we have a ravine, which is narrow. So you guys are both getting the impression that this is not a wide area. This is both. It has a natural field. Both of them have a natural field, but they both are narrow, which is really, really interesting. So inside a ravine, not wide, and a stone tunnel. Yeah, and that's the thing. So now what, Lizard, what you got to do is you got to, what David says and what Lost say, you have to use your own eyes, and you have to tell me what you say, not what they say, because what happens is the data kind of overlaps. So we're all looking in different directions. We're all looking. Imagine a big group of us are all standing shoulder to shoulder in a circle, a very protective circle where we're watching each other and we're protecting each other. We're also energizing each other. So there's a big ring that goes around us. You have to look at what you want in the direction that you want to look. Yeah. Exactly. And
There's
so,
some broken.
go ahead.
There's some broken glass on rocks.
Glass on rocks.
That's fine.
Hey, you see what you did? You got the whole shard thing going. It's like the glass on rocks. I'm going to write that down. We're going to explore that aspect. So glass on
It's
rocks.
really vivid, like it's glinting and everything.
No, I like it. Glass on rocks. And I don't know what the hell that is. We're going to write it down. This is a data set. Okay, now, broken glass on rocks. Oh my God. What the hell is that? Okay. As a group, we're standing in number 11. I need you guys to focus in on me. I need you guys to look through my eyes. Now I'm going to do a slow turn. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a particular direction. Okay? So I'll tell you what, let me do this. Let me start on a particular direction. So we're going to start here. And I want to look at that. and I want you to give me basic nouns, not even think about what it is, just basic nouns. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to look at that, and I'm looking at that with my mind's eyes. You guys step over to me, look through. I'm looking straight ahead, and you're going to tell me what you see and what you feel. And we're basically looking for basic nouns and I'm looking for impressions. And I don't even care if this impression, what it looks or sounds like. Give me impressions of what I'm looking at in this direction. Okay, so we saw sand, blackwood. So we're looking at, we have, one of you guys say sand, blackwood, and cabinet. Okay, anything else?
I usually aim not to get nouns rather than to get them, but if you want a noun, cat.
Cat? Well, what other impressions? So if you were looking through my eyes right now, what would it feel like? I'm looking in this direction. What do you feel? What do you see?
It feels like you are close to something.
Close to something.
That comes up to about chest height. You may be looking over or looking.
Okay.
No, I think you're looking at this thing. It's like tallish, kind of up to your chest or neck kind of level. But I don't think it's a wall. I think it's a thing that's interesting to look at.
Okay. Is there anything else? Anything else in this direction? I'm literally looking in this direction. Is there anything else that perks your interest? Okay, we got a painting.
I don't know whether I can really see this or if I'm just making this up, but it looks like Victoria Falls or something. It looks like a big waterfall, but again, it's like the natural outdoors, verticals, cliffs. Waterfall part, that could be AOL.
Yeah, it could be. You want me to put AOL on there? It's up to you.
Yeah, put AOL on waterfall, but I think it's the idea of like tall verticals, overhanging, natural, rocky, irregular, big wide open view kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, anytime it feels like or you want me to put AOL, just let me know and I'll put AOL. I'm down with that. So okay, so now I'm going to change the view. Now we're going to go this direction. Now I'm going to rotate a little bit. Again, you have to look through my eyes because I want you to focus on what I'm looking at. So what do you see when you look through my eyes at this time? I'm at that number 11 and I'm looking this direction. Is there anything that stands out? Any change? Is it all the same? I mean, what do you feel, see, hear, smell, yada, yada, yada? Oh, AOL. Got it. Thank you.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Like there's motion kind of moving.
You know, it's funny because coaster, because this is the second time that's come up where we get that moving sensation, and I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know. I don't understand that. So there's an aspect of this I need to figure out. Is this an actual thing that you're feeling? Is this an aspect of, I mean, this roller coaster feeling that you got, is it, am I moving my head too much? Because when you're looking through somebody else's eyes, you can literally get seasick.
Yeah, I mean, usually I just use my own eyes, right? So maybe it's just something to do with that modality.
Right, because when I'm looking, I'm actually scanning up and down to see if there's anything of interest that you guys would see. So there's that seasickness effect that you'll get from looking through a portal or looking through a window. So are there any other silver? We got silver. Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else for is there anything else for that direction? So the deal with this is I think what we'll do is we'll make this the last target, the last number. So we can focus on, next would be analyzing our data. So bright light flash reflecting something from the sea. So bright light. So bright light. Reflecting. And pile of something layered or woven. Okay, so we have a pile of something. Do you want to throw pile of something woven? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Is this an AOL or is this like a sensation that you're getting right away? So when you say this is a pile of something, does this? Okay, we got an AOL rough fabric. We got a basket as well. We got basket and woven. AOL. So we got metal object. God, I would love to. This is just fascinating. More sensation. Okay, so good. So this is more of a sensation with the fabrics and the woven. So it just feels like it's less of an AOL where there's a vivid. It's more. It feels like it's almost a sensation. I like it. Love it. The metal object is an AOL. Now, looking at the metal object, since I don't know what it is. Can you kind of get any other feels for that, or did you want to add anything to it? Oh, and while we're doing that, okay. Now on this view that I did back in, I don't know if you guys want to actually read my descriptions. What I might do is I might go back to when I did this for somebody, and I'll try to post my Discord chat. Metal object to sharpen elongated. Okay, so metal object sharpen elongated. I should let you guys read my elongated. Okay. Okay, so silver touch, something that was sort of the size of my hand, but coming down like step slants to the right. I don't think it was stairs. I'm describing what it felt like. Okay, hold on. I saw silver and touched something that was sorted the size of my hand, but coming down like steps slanted to the right. So maybe a pile of something? Because to me it sounds like you're describing like a pile of money that's kind of like stacked up on top of each other. I don't know how. Well, we got little sail. So I don't know how to put that in a brief description. So I'm saying it could be a stack of coins. Yeah. Large enough for my hand to move across without feeling spacious. Yeah, so it's a small object. It's slanted. How about a small metallic slanted, possibly stacked object? So possibly, that's misspelled by the way, stacked or small object. Object, and then AOL object. AOL coin stack. AOL coin stack. Okay. And what I'm trying to do on the AOL coin stack, I'm trying to get just kind of a feel for its stacked. We'll take a look at it in a bit. Okay. What else we got? Okay. This way. Did we do this way already? You guys feel anything in this direction? Anything that you want to add to this general description? So when I turn around and I look, hold on, I'm turning. Now look through my eyes. Ignore the cavernous space behind you where I normally have a brain, but look through my eyes. And what I want you to do is anything catch your interest or has weight. We're looking for things that have weight. 3D Atlas. I tell you, that damn thing is like an earworm. I mean, you hear it, you see it, you smell it, and you're like,
Yeah.
why is it here? That is funny. I'm going to write it down again because it's so funny. Atlas. I really want to do I want to do a deep dive on 3D Atlas. One, because for me it's cool. It's actually got some interesting characteristics, and two, it'd be interesting to see how the characteristics can line up. So maybe do a front-loaded view on 3D Atlas. I got a rock. Do you have a rock? I mean, I know that's a funny meme, but oh, for 3D Atlas. Oh my God. Shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Table. So we have a table in that direction. Look at the table and feel it, touch it, see if you can figure out its size, see if this is an AOL or if it's a. See if you can actually tell if it's more than an AOL. See if there's any aspects of it, and then maybe look at it through time to see if it's a table or if it's just an imagination or a chair, if it's not even there. I mean, something flat and I had to put my hand down. Okay, so we're going to just say table AOL then, because you put your hand down and it felt flat surface. So table AOL. Yeah, touch is really important on this aspect because it's. Yeah, I just want to, because I don't know 3-eyed Atlas, because I don't know what the aspects are, or how this would come across. I just know that when you see something bright and sharp and vivid, it's definitely an AOL. But if it just feels like, or has that no, I can't be seen it aspect, then it's usually right. Except for 3D Atlas. 3D Atlas is always wrong. We're just going to go say 3D Atlas is wrong no matter what, even if it's right. So, all right, last one is this, and then we're done. So you guys have been great. I appreciate your sticking with me. This is the direction I want to look. Is there anything about that direction that makes it interesting and or cool? So I'm gonna hold on. Let me rotate. I'm rotating now. Which direction? I'm looking that direction. So I'm looking that direction. Okay. So now I'm looking this direction. Is there any aspects of this that you want to let me know about? Anything there that that perks your interest? Can you tell me the general conditions of the environment, lighting, smells, sounds, tastes? Vase-shaped blue thing. Okay, so we have boss, blue thing. You guys get any other feels for anything? Yes. So somebody put out the description that the matrix view is different. So when you grab the edges of reality and you pull the reality back and you look through, this direction is going to show you some interesting things. It's going to show you aspects of what could be, can be, and will be, the whole time thing. So I got an outline, but it's a blue thing that roughly, see, it sounds like Lost is actually pulling back reality as we speak. But again, with something like this, it's like, how are we going to be able to scientifically, a blue thing that roughly resembles that shape, and it was fast. So we have a blue thing. Energetic blue thing. You guys hear anything? Do you guys smell anything? Womp womp womp. Okay.
I've kind of run out of steam here, I gotta
No.
admit.
We're done. As soon as we get this last one. When you're ready, what we're going to do is structures in the matrix. So when we're ready, when you guys want to do this, I'm going to show you exactly what this is. So are you guys pretty much ready? Is there anything you want to add to this before we go? All right. Here we go. So the first thing is about this this particular thing. This this target was given to me by Maru. This target is the Inspiration House in Oberlin, Ohio. If you do a quick Google search, you will find it is owned by Michael Bellinger. The address is 36 South Street, Oberlin, Ohio. Okay. So what I want to show you is the I want to show you the Google. That's not my Google. Where's my Google? Google Earth. Can you guys see that yet? Yeah, there it is.
Yep, we can see it.
Okay.
Oh, we can only see like the top of the screen. So, oh yeah, there we go. We're moving about.
Yeah. I'm trying to zoom in on it so you guys get a better view. This house is called the not the mental health, Inspiration House. I have no clue why they call this place the Inspiration House. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, that's the stupidest name I've ever heard. It was built a long time ago, and we started right out in front. Okay. So if you guys look at your data, come on, baby, get me as close as possible. There we go. This is the house. As you can see, the concrete's broken, you have trees. So when you guys were describing a rough surface and terrain and the trees and stuff, this is the initial view. Okay? You're looking at the house, you're looking at the aspects of the house. Now I was really surprised you didn't see the energy coming from the house. This house, when I viewed it, has a bubble wrapped around it. So it's really cool that you saw a lot of the aspects, but you didn't see any of the energetic aspects that I see, because I see energy just all over the place in that house. Now the
That
next,
grass is what I saw.
what's that?
That grass is what I saw.
Yeah, so
I thought it was like a blanket with a pattern on it, and I could see like the yellows, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like a rough blanket or burlap or something like that. And that's what I saw exactly in my mind, exactly like that.
it's a very energetic house. This house is very energetic. Now, if you keep walking to the side, you can kind of see in back of it, and you get a more feel for it. It looks like there's several doors, and it's just a strange house. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys, because that was where we started. We literally started on the concrete out there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go to is we're going to go to I want to go to the YouTube thing, and we're going to start with, it's called Ghost Hunting. So I'm going to ghost hunting a haunted house in Ohio, Michigan, and I'm going to do some quick pull-ups of the screen. So give me a second. I'm trying to do a window capture. No. Logo. Window capture. Properties. God bless America. There it is. Wonderful. Here you have a nice lady in front of you. This is number one. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do the quick walkthrough, and you guys would love it. Do you see the statue on the left? Nobody saw the statue on the left. We stood at this doorway where this lady is standing, and we're looking at the doorway. So your descriptions of number one should have included this stony statue. I don't understand why it doesn't come to, why it's not prominent. My only guess would be is it's just a piece of shit, piece of plastic, and it has no value. It's just decorations. That is my only reasoning.
So statues can be tricky, right? You know, when people learn remote viewing, often they can't see people at all at first.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
describe the whole scene with no people, and then you put a statue of a person, and they'll miss that too. But if you
Right.
put a building, it's like, oh yeah, I got the structure.
Yeah.
But that's like a simulacrum of a fictional character. It's like it's a fake thing.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it's just this is why you probably didn't see it, because it really is a piece of garbage. It's somebody thought it would fit in a spot, and it's just no big deal. All right, so that's the number one. This is where we went to when we went in there. Okay, so now what we're going to look at is number two. This is in the number 2 area. It's a really, let me see if I can play this.
Oh yeah, this is cool. This is like just a little guy.
Or whatever you watch. She's been a...
It's not like disgusting and like, isn't there?
Yes, they actually encourage you.
This is the number 2 area. Do you guys see the stairs in the background? You guys were mentioning stairs for number 2, 3, and 4. Because the stairs are right there, and you guys were saying that they also go down. Now the question is does this place have a basement? I have a feeling it does. I have a feeling that there's a basement in there. It feels like there's a void. I don't know if it is a basement, but from where we're standing at right here for number 2, you can literally see the stairs. You can see the front door. There's an archway right there. You guys mentioned an archway. Very visible when we look back. There's your archway. There's doors. Now you guys had trees and stuff. You had kind of a natural feel to it. I don't know where that was coming from, but we're going to roll with it. Okay. The other thing is let me start this up. Let me just play this section here. Okay.
If you have something that happens here, so each room has.
Can you guys
a
hear that?
And we'll show you that once we get into one of the rooms and stuff.
So let's go over here. So.
No, we can't hear the audio.
You can't hear the audio?
Really cool.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, it's not zoomed in, man. We could barely see the video.
Okay, hold on.
There's some.
The main thing is I really want you guys to hear what she's saying, because it's really important to. I don't know how to get the sound quality to so where you guys can hear her video. How would I do this?
It's also, I want to be able to take a screenshot of where I was for each part, so I could go over my data.
Yeah.
And also, I can't see the full screen. Like if you look at your stream, it's not.
Yeah.
The proportions were weird.
It looks like something moved. So let me get it back to, yeah, the proportions are way wrong. My OBS again is acting really bizarre.
Yeah, we're just seeing like a tiny little window. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's a better size.
And also, can you go back to one, since we weren't really able to see it?
Could you share the link for the videos just so we can?
Oh yeah, do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Ghost Hunting a Haunted Airbnb. I'll tell you what. Can one of you guys actually go there? Oh no, because then I can't show the screen. God damn it. All right. So here is the link. It's Ghost Hunting a Haunted Airbnb in Ohio. What I want to do is I want to put the sound output so you guys can hear the sound on Discord. How do I do that? I may not be able to do that. I think that was one of the issues I had before. I'm streaming my screen though, right? No, I'm not streaming. Okay, let me stream my screen. If I could say that 3 times fast. So let me back out of where I'm at, guys. I hate to do this. Let me back out. And then what I'll do is I'll go back and then we'll watch it together. So.
And please make it very clear where 1 was, where 2 was, and where 3 was, so I can screenshot it and record my data properly.
Right, and I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so I want to go to screen share, because you should be able to hear my screen share. How do I... son of a bitch. Okay, how do I back out so I can't do this without showing everything? All right. Let me drop that screen share. What we're going to do is I'm going to do this as fast as possible, and I'm going to try to go. I wonder if I can minimize this. There we go, much better. Okay. Go live. Screen one. Go live. Okay. Now, when I play this, do you hear it?
Stuff like from
Do you hear that?
Paranormal State in here, just random
Yes,
little
I hear it.
ghost hunting
Okay, thank you.
tools, stuff like that. This is actually an
Hey, can you go back to one, please?
Yeah.
dollhouse.
Because I couldn't really see it earlier.
Inspiration House in Oberlin, Ohio.
Ooh, and maybe move the camera a little bit more to the
So,
right.
we're just going to be kind of walking
on
around,
your
giving
stream,
a little
because
tour,
part of
and
it, a little bit is cut out.
this is owned by
Okay, yeah, that's
Michelle
much better.
Belanger
pretty
and her
popular.
wife.
Mhm.
You might know
Got
her
it.
And is this
from,
one?
most popularly
This is one.
Paranormal State.
Okay, thank you.
She's also been on quite a few of the Travel Channel
Can't hear the
shows or
audio.
Discovery Plus or whatever you watch. She's been on quite a few of those. She's a psychic medium. But this is her Airbnb. They rent it out to people to investigate.
David
and
said he
stay
can't hear
over
the
for
audio.
weekend and stuff.
He can't hear the audio? Okay. Let me check my
Can everyone
setting.
else hear it?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you guys can see all this OBS, right? Let me see. Audio is maxed out. My desktop audio that you guys should be hearing is maxed out, and the mic aux. So let me.
I got nothing coming through on my Discord.
Okay.
Oh no, David, Somnium says she hears it. It might just be you.
Oh, maybe it's me. Weird.
Stuff like that. And that's what we're doing. We're here with some friends.
And yeah, so we're just going to kind of give a little daytime tour of the place. It's a pretty cute place. Now, we did
about
just rent
now?
this
Do you
on
hear it now?
Airbnb, so I
Yes.
think anyone can rent this. So it's kind of cool
Do you-
because it's one of the few haunted places that is actually
Nope.
nice inside.
Nothing.
Yes.
It's not like disgusting and like
I
like most historic
have no
haunted
idea.
places.
I'm just gonna go watch the video.
But
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
fairly
yeah.
sizable home, but yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go ahead and
So
go.
I'm gonna keep it. Here's I think 2 and 3. This is what I call the great room and something
just
else.
a little guest book. And if I
This
remember
is
right,
number
from something
4.
else I saw, there's like dream books in the bedrooms, isn't there?
Yes, they actually encourage you to. There's a lot of different like pieces of paper and books and stuff
Yeah.
for you to encourage your psychic abilities
where's
and to
two?
like have things happen.
hold
So
on.
I guess one of the things is
Okay.
that the resident.
Okay, let me show you number 2. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you. In fact, let me do that now. Let me share this document. I don't know what I did with this document. So let me find this document. What I'll do is share this to you. Number 1 is 54 seconds in. It's the front door. Number 2 is the great room and side room. That's 126 seconds in. And then number 3 is the guest book. Number 3 is the guest book, and it's near the great room and side room. Okay, the great room and side room were the 2 rooms you just saw. Okay. Number 4 again is the hallways and stairs. So it's where the guest book. So number 1 is the front door. 2, 3, and 4 are pretty much all in the same spot. Okay. Hallways and stairs, the great room and side room, and the guest book. Okay. So as you can see now, she's standing in the stairways, and let me go back a bit. You can literally see the great room and side room. Gosh darn, I always have trouble with
Yeah,
that.
we'll go ahead and.
Haunted items and books and stuff for you to
Okay, so this is
encourage
2?
your psychic abilities.
This
and
is
to,
this
like,
is
have
3 and
things
4 right
happen.
here.
So I guess one
3
of
and
the
4,
things is
gotcha.
that the resident spirits like to visit people in their dreams. So they actually encourage you to write your dreams in the dream journal if you have something that happens here. So each room has a dream journal. We'll show you that once we get into one of the rooms and stuff.
Okay,
So let's
this
go
is
over here.
the
So
now this is room. This is room 5, the giant downstairs dollhouse and paranormal items. I can't get through my notes right now because my phone is really tiny and I need my other glasses. The whole deal with this one, let me go back and start the video. The whole deal with this one is you kept seeing a tall spire. You kept seeing a white shiny light, and then we
I don't
had
know exactly what this room is,
walls,
but there's
and
this,
we
like,
had
really
open
cool
areas, and you guys had the
Yes.
whole.
Yeah, it's their collection.
It was a very
of,
unusual feel that you guys had and
items.
were responding to.
There's some stuff like from.
But look
Paranormal
around this
State
room and
in
tell me what you
here.
see.
Just random little ghost hunting tools.
Well,
stuff
I have
like
I have my
that.
bright light
This
up
is
high.
actually an antique.
I mean, but I don't know how high I'm talking here though.
Well, there's a bright light that you see in the hallway, so I'm kind of wondering if that's kind of you went to.
Dollhouse.
But wait till it does
I
the
mean, it's
whole.
taller than me.
To Illyria.
Yeah, wait till it gets the full
That's her wife,
360.
right?
Yes.
Michelle's wife. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's actually hardwired. It actually has lights inside.
If,
Oh, that's cool.
if she
Yeah.
can show that
Which
back
is
wall.
pretty cool.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of looks like there's tarot cards and stuff, which I believe you can use.
Yes.
Because a lot of things in this room are to be used. Like there is a bunch of stuff over here. This is an Ouija board that I believe Michelle made herself. You have a planchette. There's some different pendulums, and again, dowsing
Now, again,
rods.
you-
So all of this stuff can actually be used.
You have a lot of
So
strange
if you don't
energy
have,
in
like,
here.
Any ghost hunting equipment at all, you can use this stuff. I think that's all. Because in another video I saw them have.
guys
I
see
also
the-
had
things you
a
could use.
Do you guys see the knife on the sword or the knife on the wall? The other aspect of this is
Like
that
actual electronic.
what I didn't say was the case. There's a glass case there to your left hand side of these dolls, and the glass case contains
Equipment,
items.
but who knows? People might have damaged it. So creepy dolls, and I believe one of the dolls in this room is supposed to be
It
haunted.
really
from what I
frustrates me
remember
that they
reading on
don't
the website, right?
describe
Yeah,
the
so
the
they are
things
actually
in
have
the
a little label over here that says Haunted Doll Key.
Oh, okay.
And they have a little tag on them, and it'll say whether or not they're haunted. If you notice, of course,
Oh.
the little clown has an H, which means it's
So on that little brief description there, she's talking about how the ghost or the haunted doll has an H on it. Well, really don't care. What I was more interested was that case. The case contains items that I know are very energetic. I mean, like massively energetic. That case is loaded with stuff that has actual energy. And when I came in here, this case was, I mean, glowing like a box. This is all shielded. There's actual lines of force. These a lot of this stuff is garbage, but some of this stuff there's actual energy to it, and it frustrates me that I don't have a clear view to show you guys of this room. It's interesting, but I don't have a clear.
So that's how you know if the
Clear
objects. I'm
picture.
assuming most of the objects in this room
Yeah.
are probably haunted.
this is kind of neat. This is actually
Okay, so
on 5, I had something shiny up high. I also had a yellow light bulb that was touching my hand around.
a yellow light bulb.
Yeah.
Wonder what that was. But as you can see, you're looking into this area. I mean, I don't know. I really wish I could open this up more to get a much better view, but I can't. And her descriptions and her standing there pointing at things, it doesn't help because she's not looking at the things that are really shiny and interesting.
it's in a steel, or it's in this little case.
But there you have a string with a, if you look at that, there's a tall, the string and the light shining off this pendulum. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of wondering if your perspective on what you were seeing is small. You're literally standing in front of this case looking at that pendulum with the light reflecting off the case. I don't know if that would be it, but I just thought that would be really, maybe that might be an explanation. So that's the giant doll house and paranormal items. So none of you really got a feel or an energy blast from these things. And like I said, a lot of it's garbage, but there is some energetic items there. That Ouija board has a lot of weird juju. Okay, so now we're going to look at the downstairs kitchen. Okay. So I'm going to let this play.
So that it's not interfered with any kind of like human interaction and stuff.
Yeah.
So the spirits can actually use it and
Okay.
without any human interference.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a
And
case
something
behind
that's
her
kind of
that's
cool.
coming up.
This is actually from Paranormal State. This is a
What
mask that Michelle used
Oh yeah, I've
when
seen.
she did her walkthrough.
Yeah.
So, you know, she's more famous doing that. She walks through a place and they guide her through there blindly, so she's
Yeah.
not influenced by anything she sees.
We'll go over to this room here.
This is
which
the
like
yellow-
the dining room, and I also believe like this is
The
where,
yellow
like,
room
Michelle,
and great room.
Would you like the seance room?
And this
now,
is
him,
dining
him
room.
and Brian have like bad vibes.
Yeah.
So
Or
what number
not
is
bad
this?
This is giant downstairs. Downstairs dining room. This is number 6. I can't remember what we did for number 6. If anybody wants to pull up notes on what they got for number 6, downstairs dining room and kitchen. So I combined that room that she's standing in and the kitchen for number 6. Okay. So it was a combination. You can see it's an enclosed room and the kitchen is actually
I feel like
separate.
a feeling.
But
So
you can
this is a
also,
this
I
is
don't
a
know if you guys can
seance room. They
feel
do hold
the
seances
energy
here.
in there.
Actually, when Michelle and Illyria got hold of the house, this room had a ton of selenite and other crystals throughout the room. Like each corner had a piece of selenite.
If I remember right, one of you guys mentioned crystals at some point halfway through. I'm going to have to go back to my notes. Rocks or crystals, and that really sparked my interest, but I can't
And there were
remember
a
where it
bunch of
was at.
crystals all over the place. The previous owners left in a hurry, and actually some of their personal belongings, including a scrapbook that we just found this morning, was left behind.
Maybe the crystals
They
was the
just
dark,
kind of left
sharp
in a
thing.
hurry.
What's
The
that?
irregular, sharp, natural stuff was crystals.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were picking up on the crystalline aspect of it. That's why I was kind of worried when you were touching it, because selenite gathers energy and it redirects energy. So you were literally seeing these crystalline rocks that were placed in random places, and I was kind of worried that if you touched one, you'd get a
Yeah, when
spark
I
from
walk
it.
through this threshold right here where the
I
kitchen
know,
is,
I know.
I just get like a very strong,
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
heavy
But wait,
feeling
there's more.
Yeah.
when I walk in here. It's really weird. It's almost like I'm walking through a cloud of like psychic.
Well, weirdly enough, when you, I mean, I'm just asking, when you enter from like that door.
Have we seen
does it
7 or
feel
8
the
yet?
same?
No.
I wonder why.
What's that? This is
Have we seen?
number. No, we haven't seen number 8 yet. This is still our. This is still the downstairs dining room. So she's still walking through the dining room. Wait till you see.
Okay.
I almost wonder if
Wait till you
sometimes
see
that
the
stuff
kitchen.
Can happen from like wiring as well. Because when I first
Okay,
walked
is the
through, I don't
kitchen
think I felt
7?
the kernel, but I will say it almost felt like sinus
Nope,
pressure.
the
or
kitchen
something.
is
I thought that was
6, I
coincidence.
think.
And I don't think there's any. I don't know if there's any hauntings in the kitchen.
All right.
But just an idea, since this is an Airbnb, like this place is meant to obviously be stayed at. It's a pretty nice, like homey.
Is there anything to do with Frankenstein
place.
here?
And again, it's not huge. There's
What's that?
Is there anything to do with Frankenstein here?
With Frankenstein? What do you mean?
Just like, is there a Frankenstein plushie or any lore with Frankenstein or anything with Frankenstein that you know of?
To me, it has a more homey feel. I didn't feel anything fairly unusual with it. So,
All right.
all right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to restart it.
No.
I almost wonder because sometimes that's
Yes.
feeling place. And again,
God damn it.
No.
I almost wonder because sometimes that stuff can happen from like wiring as well.
I hate the
Because when
fact that I
first walked through,
can't-
I don't think I felt like kernel,
I
but I
can't
will say
get
it almost
to
felt like
where I
sinus
need to
pressure
go,
or
so-
something.
Yeah.
That kind of was coincidence.
You can
And I don't
actually
think
see
there's any- I don't know if
outside
there's
into
any
the
hauntings in the kitchen.
rainforest-like
But just an idea,
environment.
since
So
this
that
is
was
an
also
Airbnb,
brought
like,
up
this place
at
is
this
meant to
point.
obviously be
The
stayed at.
feel
It's
of
a pretty
outside.
nice, like,
When you look out
homey
these windows, you can really
Yes.
feeling
feel it.
place. And again, it's not huge. There's basically just the rooms upstairs, which we're going to go up to next because it's very interestingly designed up there. So we think it used to be like apartment buildings.
7?
Oh my God. OBS Studio just disconnected. Wow. I just lost the broadcast. Nice. That's okay. I'll worry about it later. Yeah, this is 7. So this is called the Lilac Room. So I don't know. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes. Is this 7?
Yeah, this is 7. This is the Lilac Room.
This is known as the lilac.
Now I
Which
picked up
you
some
can
kind of bizarre energy
See
here,
why? I
but
don't know if we'll be doing any
nothing
just
I can
in the
describe.
actual bedrooms. Not sure if there's. Is there any reports particularly in the
well,
bedrooms?
This is the part where I got my animalistic
walk
roar.
around.
Like something
stuff right there.
just
It's really
shelling
loud.
at me, like this
Yeah.
weird thing shelling at me.
I think they kind of come and go wherever they want.
This is.
But
which
that
room
could
is
be
this?
because I don't
Tiny
know.
twin. It's a
Something
No.
tiny
else.
little room. I'll probably be sleeping
Actually,
here
I
tonight.
think
So it's a tiny little cozy room.
I think you got that in number.
And then this is where you're
Oh, I get that at
staying.
7.
Yes, this
Was
is
it
the
7?
restful king room.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
I have the giant bed.
Yes, it is quite. My God.
Oh, but I did get more. I got more later
Where's the
on.
dream-
That was
oh,
kind
is
of
this
like
the
that.
dream
Yeah.
journal?
Yes. So every
Yeah, let's look at
room
this.
has a dream journal.
Oh yeah, that's. I saw mine was like against the wall.
I can honestly say I
Hello?
would not
So-
want to go there and sleep in those beds.
It
There'd be
asks you to
no way in
record your
hell.
dreams.
I do feel that there is something there. that
This one is actually from
not
Michelle. It says, "When I dream here, it is
not,
always a gathering of people."
pleasant to be around.
I interpreted that animalistic
standing
roar
at the
as
window, he moved the
dangerous
curtain
because my
a little to
AOLs
one
do tend to
side
be symbolic
and just stood
sometimes.
there looking
Yeah,
out. I
I
wasn't
got a lot of
afraid. I
negative
thought
energy.
I was awake, but it could
So
have been a
this
dream.
is something like dangerous.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
That's
So
how I
where would you,
interpreted
like,
that.
if you had a dream, where would you write it in here?
I think you would just.
I
write
wasn't
it on a
scared or
piece of
anything.
paper
It
and
was
then
just
slide it in
symbolic.
here.
I wasn't
okay.
actually afraid.
Yeah.
Well, that's the nice thing about
Unless
being
they
in
had, like, a pen
being
or
in a group
something
like this
somewhere.
is that we actually present to
Which is kinda interesting. This is just
the
like
things
the
that we
closet
see. We
here,
actually
basically,
present
but-
as a much larger object.
yeah.
So we're actually, as a group,
And now we're gonna get to
very
what I was talking
intimidating.
about, which I
We're
feel like is
really shining.
This is so weird how this is designed.
Oh, this stuff can
So
only hurt you
have
if you
this
let it.
bathroom here.
Right.
Where's the
But
light?
as a
Just
group,
set some firm boundaries. This isn't
So I mean,
dangerous.
as you can see, it's an older bathroom. There's a tub. Also, this place has
Unless you
all
haven't
the
done your
candles.
work.
Yes, there are.
this is
quite a
this
few
is number 10
candles in
right here.
this place.
The one we didn't
But
do.
the
It's
only way
it's a
to
bathroom
get
that
to-
connects the two
This is
areas.
the
Now
library.
this
I think
this
the library, I
library
think, has a
is
super
number
cool
11.
vibe up here.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I'm giving you the proper facts. Yes. The 11 is the library. This is where I spent the most time because I thought the library was fairly interesting. I didn't get, when I did my initial view, I was in the master bedroom, this one. And so my initial view that I'll post with all the rest of the data was on the master bedroom. But when you look around
Here.
at all the different directions,
But yeah, the only way to get to it is through that bathroom, and then directly after
I got a
that
painting.
bathroom is this bathroom.
Yes.
So that's strange.
What we're thinking
Okay,
is
Is there
that
arch
maybe
deep in here?
this part here was like an apartment. It even has like a little lock.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe it was like some sort of apartment by itself
Yeah.
at one point. Because they have their own restroom. They have like their own living room, which is the library.
Is there an
And
arch
then, of course,
shape
they have their
somewhere in
own-
there?
Yeah, and this
Yep.
is like, I'm assuming the master bedroom, because this is a big space.
Yeah, this has.
the
And then
bed
this
has
big
an
bed
arch
here, and then
over
it
it.
has a little kitchenette as well.
This is a
And-
very cute room. And then
It's just
this is like the
The-
kitchen.
the camera work in here is
and then
killing
a
me
little
because I
upstairs
can't.
kitchen, like wet bar kind of
I
situation.
really wish they would have
So
taken
that's
the
kinda
time
cool. And then, yeah, this is just a little
to
sitting room. And then
look
there is, if
better.
you choose to go out onto it, there's like a,
Now, when you're looking out of that
That
door,
back
look
here.
at that. It's
Sit
you
on
can
it.
see the height that it's at. You can feel the
kinda
energy
look out.
from the trees and the bushes. It does feel very
so that's kind of cute.
naturalistic. I don't see an arch per se, but you guys get the feel
But,
for
yeah, I
this
mean, that's-
room that we were in.
It's basically the house. So again,
Well,
not
the only
real
good
big,
bit I
but-
had from 11 was a painting.
Yeah.
The
Can
arch
you
is
say your name for us, please?
turn that crap off. So that was the group remote view tour that we literally went through. And how do I get this closed?
Oh, I have more.
Where
Oh, I
did-
also have the table, the painting. Is there a witch's hat in there?
was there a what?
Do you know? A witch's hat.
A witch's hat.
Big bed.
Feel like is, but yeah, the only way to get to it is through that bathroom.
Or a blue
and then
vase.
directly after
Or not
that
even a blue
bathroom
vase, but something blue that's
this
probably the size of a
bathroom.
vase.
Yes.
There's
So that's
the
strange.
What we're thinking.
the toilet was actually blue, but there's also a bunch of knickknacks and stuff on all the cupboards too. So if I could watch the video and slow it down a little bit, you'll actually get a much better feel for what's in that room. It's almost like two rooms that are combined, and this is like where somebody lived and occupied, so it's got a lot of emotions and stuff tied into it. There's also several, when like Somnium was saying, there's much energy in this area. and the little girl energy and the old man energy. There's a lot of people that have left bits and pieces here, so it's interesting to look at all the aspects of the house. My biggest thing about the house was when I initially looked at it, I saw the energy shield around it. I saw the magical items in the case. I saw the energy of the people that were part of this house, that are part of this house, the residuals that was left over as they lived there. So my initial view, I was just blown away by what my blind target was because it felt so cool. And I'm walking through and picking up, kind of opening things up and looking at it, and I'm touching things. And it was a fun target for me. Now, I can't find any good videos, any details. I can't find anything about this stupid house. And I spent about an hour and a half yesterday looking just for a general description of the house, just for good pictures of the inside of the house. And I got nothing. I mean, if you guys can find something better that we can post along with this data. And the data was, I mean, stone tunnels, glass on rocks. You guys got a lot of things that would, I don't know how it would all come to play.
Did you go on the Airbnb listing?
I did. It's no longer there. I went to
what? No.
Yeah.
Is it on archive?
I don't know. I don't know how to use the archive. If you can go back about 2 years, it'll be there, but it's definitely not on it now. So the whole thing about the data is while we were getting lots of impressions, and the impressions, you guys were getting wide open fields, and you were getting, it almost felt like you were outside in a ravine or different. But when you walk through those narrow corridors and you walk through this house, I can see how you can interpret it as a narrow ravine. I can see how you can interpret it as a open field with rocks. Because I can't visualize what you're visualizing. There's no way for me to do this. Now the womp womp womp. Somebody said womp womp womp. One of the things in the video they talk about is how the little girl runs across, and you can hear her footsteps across the ceiling. And the ceiling is very noisy because when you walk on it, it's got like weak spots, and the floor is literally getting ready to crack out. Really interesting.
The one pump I heard was different, but what was 9?
What was 9?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look. Number 9 was restful ping room. It's an actual it's a very small room, and I don't know what a ping room is. Is this a room where you meditate, or a ping? What the hell does ping mean? There's no explanation for why they called it a restful ping room. And the other thing is I'd like to, when we did the orientation of what do you guys see here, here, and here, I would love to get a actual description or better pictures of the master bedroom where we wound up at the very end, and I would like to have your description of this as we went from direction to direction, to see if there's a painting, to see if there's a sculpture, to see if there's a vase. I would like to see how detailed and how the feelings came through with you guys. Some of them kept coming up with like a cave-like feel, and I swear to God, it is very much like a cave-like feel in there. The roller coaster aspect, when we're talking about this roller coaster aspect, and maybe because I'm moving my head, I don't know if this is an actual, or if because when you're in that great room, you're looking through a energy shield. I'm literally dragging you guys through this energy shield that's in this great room. Whatever happened in this great room, somebody put up this barrier. Now, whether it's there now or not, I don't know. When I initially looked at it, it's this beautiful, tightly knit blue barrier that somebody tried to put together that you just kind of open it up and walk through. A lot of magical items were in there at the time that I looked at it. So I don't know if they're there now. I would actually have to go back and do another view to see if they're still there. But when I took you there was today. We go there. The time was today. That would be 3 hours from now. So my goal was to do this on a day, not the day I went originally, but the day that today, which is would give me that time of day. I'd know what to look for on the outside as far as markers and indicators. So I was really trying to locate the time, day, and everything about this particular object. I was really trying to focus in on a target, an actual target with actual data that we can correspond to immediately after we're done. So
what was 2?
2 was, that was the great room and side room. So later on in the video, they're sitting in the great room and side room and they're discussing the ghost aspects. It's interesting, but the great room and side room have energies. It's kind of an unusual feel. You have echoes walking through. They walk through. They don't really interact with the people that are in the room. Of course, an uncomfortable feel. There's going to be temperature differences and shadows. And when you guys open up the dimensional aspect, you will see the energy pass through. That's why I was curious when I told you guys to do that and literally take the veil, pull it back, and look through. What you're going to see is the glow of these guys just gently walking through, passing through, doing whatever energy aspects do. I don't know if I guess they would be ghosts or shadows of the people that were there.
What timestamp is number 2? Can I find number 2 at?
What's that?
What timestamp can I find number 2 at?
Well, here, I'll tell you what. Let me post this. Figure out a way to share this on. I don't want to upload. Let me do this. I'll just copy everything and then post it on the Discord
Because
here.
we have 0, we have 1, we have 3 and 4, we have 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 11, but I think we're missing 2 and 9.
Okay. It is on Voice for the Voiceless. And I'm going to post it here on the
Okay. There, that's good. Okay, that's what we needed.
So you can see that 9 is the Restful Ping room, 8 is the Tiny Twin, 7 is the Lilac room. So when you go upstairs, you're literally, you open doors and you look in, and the Tiny Twin room and the Lilac room are side by side, and the Restful Ping room. So you got 3 rooms right there, very small, but all next to each other. And then we skip the bathroom, because the bathroom's just a pass through. It's a way to get from the little rooms over to the big room. And 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all downstairs, all next to each other. So as we're walking around, I'm trying to keep it contained, but it really felt like you guys were walking through walls and going into the other room. So you were getting the impressions in the other room. So if you go back on the data for 3 and 4, you'll actually see the small doll or the giant downstairs dollhouse, and you'll see aspects of that room, because what you did is you literally, push through to that room as you're standing in this little narrow hallway. And if that house has a downstairs, if it has a basement, which I'm pretty sure it does, it would be underneath that stairs. And that's why the aspect of a stairs going down is really strong, because I'm almost 100% certain that there is a basement or a cellar in that house. To me, it's a very strong feeling. The steps going up, and you have steps going down into the basement. I don't know for sure though. I have no way of, because I can't pull any information up on it. It would be cool to find out though. So on number 12, because we didn't do the deck, did anybody have any aspect of number 12? Did anybody kind of feel like if they went outside, they would see a drop down to the ground? Is there anything that anybody felt of?
I had one point where it felt like it was on the cliff, but that was I got that on. I have to find it.
Oh, shit. I totally forgot it. I read it. God. Oh, that's okay. I don't even know.
Okay, that was on. That was on 2. On 2, I felt like it's on the cliff.
Okay.
At one point.
Yeah. So the data sets don't exactly match the target. The thing about this is the data sets were very, as far as I'm concerned, there's a lot of data in there that was really good. There was a more of an overall feel that it was an open target and we're walking through abandoned structures, whereas this isn't actually, yes, it's abandoned. No, it's not abandoned. It's an empty structure that somebody has bought and has. I don't think they have it open to the public anymore. So it is an empty structure that is gathering dust. The air inside is dehumidified to preserve the antiques. You have the ozone smell to keep the bacteriological down. You have all this that you guys are describing. The smell inside that house is not good, and there are chemicals that are bad in there, like the asbestos. The age of the house dictates that there's lead, so there's a lot of things in that house that I would not want to be around.
So is number 9 at the 7-minute mark?
Number 9 is the restful ping room at the 7-minute mark. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that, and then number 2, the great room and side room. That's number 2 at 126. Okay.
Yeah. So does anybody have any questions about that? Any thoughts or otherwise? What is wrong with this? There we go. Okay. So the deal is I'm extremely happy with our remote view thing. I think it worked out great. Surprisingly, you guys got a lot of aspects that really kind of piqued my interest. The shard thing was really fascinating. So I so wanted to explore the aspect of the crystals, the shards that you were looking at. And it frustrated me that I can't stop and say, yeah, the shards are an actual thing. The shards are something that we want to look at. I knew you were going to touch them. Did you actually feel anything about those shards? You said they felt like knives or sharpened, I think it was rock or something. I'll have to look in my notes, but you did actually seem to pick one up at one time and you had a basic feel for it. The other thing is the energy aspects when you look beyond. The energy aspects which I was watching go back and forth, and when you reached out and touched something and it felt like fur, that was I didn't see that, but I felt what you were emoting at that time. So when you were writing that down and talking about it, it's kind of like I'm now looking through your eyes trying to figure out what the hell's going on to see what you were seeing. And to me, it almost feels like there's an actual energy being or demon or ghost or something there, and that is in that general area. And I'm kind of wondering if that's what I'm feeling, because maybe it's not, maybe it's just imagination, but the other presence is strong there. And I don't know if this is actual.
Can I say something? I just sense that we should that in this 4D world, which was not 3D, there was a very sophisticated structure. It was as if ghosts had built their own structures for whatever reason.
Well, that's the thing. This guy who owned the house previously and who was part of not only in way back when was very interested in gathering these artifacts that actually had power. So if you gather these things, these spiritual and weapons and more, if you gather all these items, you are doing it for a reason. You're not doing it to collect because they're cool. You're doing it for a reason. And I've got a feeling that this guy was heavily involved in some sort of spiritual aspect, because one of the things that I looked at back in 24 was a knife, and I was told that this knife that this guy collected was an angel killer. It was a knife to be used to kill angels. So he was very much into the dimensional aspect of spiritual. And the trinkets that he collected and the energy shield that he constructed that I can clearly see, all this means that he did design something in the other dimensions that is, like you say, a structure that was there for a reason. I don't know what it is. I just know what I saw back in 24, and I also verified that through Maru, or I can't say her other name. I verified through her that the knife that I was looking at was there for a reason, and it was there because used in a ritual to kill angels or
Was
spiritual beings.
interesting was that this thing I saw in a distance, like sharp metallic. Interesting. But how can you? Yeah.
Well, when you're talking about dimensional too, you got to remember that dimensional is okay. So if you have a 3D realm, like let's say it's 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet, okay?
Yeah.
I'm looking at a 10-foot wall that's 10 feet away, another 10-foot wall that's 10 feet away, and the roof is 10 feet away. Now, when I open that to the dimensional aspect, you have just added multiple feet to the room. So it is 10 feet by 10 feet by 10 feet, but you now have an extra dimension, which your eyes and your brain have to figure out a way to look at. And that's why I keep telling people when I open up this to look around them, I see this wide expanse. It's no longer this tight, narrow room that smells funky. It's this large area where you have watchers all stacked up in, close and far. You're no longer in this small room. Everything I see is exactly around you in the same exact position as you. It's just a much larger dimension. And I don't know how the dimensional realm interacts with the 3D realm. I just know that there's much more space. So when you're looking at a structure far away, it could be right next to or part of this building. I don't know. All I know is in the dimensional aspect, when you pull that edge apart, you will.
I'm taking my pictures.
You have to really. You have to. The aspect is hard to go by. So, what am I?
But the other thing is, how can you kill an angel of another dimension? It's, I mean.
So, angels, according to the books and stuff, that in fact this is in the league where I have to defer to Night Watcher and I have to go. All these other people are going to tell you if it can be done. All I know is what I see. I mean, when you talk about Saint Michael, big guy with energy just blowing off his back, bad attitude, not real happy about people. When I look at all the different watchers on the other spectrum, you have the demons and stuff that have human skulls as neck chains and belts and human hide as garments. You know, can you kill these things? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody's tried. But all these beings, as scary and as powerful as they are, seem to have this fear of people. It's like we are a wild card, and I don't understand why. Does that mean we have something that we can wield? I don't know.
Maybe it's because we can see both worlds if we train if we train really well,
Well,
and they know about our potential.
They can too. I mean, the big ogre-looking guys can see quite well into the 3D. They can see quite well into the 4D. They have skills and powers beyond belief. How much of that passes through into the 3D realm, I don't know. I do know that they can seriously mess up somebody's psyche if you let them. But
interesting. So there is something to exorcism.
I guess. Again, that's the realm. I wouldn't know. I just know that when I looked at this knife and the energies that were wrapped around it and the blood that was on it, it was there for a reason. It was consecrated, or some sort of religious thing happened, and it was called, the angel killer. Yeah, spiritual things I don't understand. I mean, but it's cool to look at. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. So.
Yes. Yes, but yes, our AOLs were interesting. I mean, we sort of created our own environment, or saw it as our mind understood it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even with you walking out in this large beach, looking at the granite cliffs, for whatever reason, this is your interpretation of where we're at. So because you were with us, and we were literally wrapping this energy around you, trying to turn you and guide you down each one of these paths. So as I turned you, this is your interpretation, and this is exactly how you view the dimensional realm. You interpret it according to how your brain and how your consciousness works. It's not a exact science. It's how when you're remote viewing, it's how you interpret the data. And you were interpreting it as almost like this open, older aspect. And the thing is, this house is from the I think it's the early 1900s. It's a very old house, and there's a lot of aspects to it that would actually contribute to that energy. So my thought on this is the AOL descriptions weren't right, but there was something to them that was right. Like any other AOL, it may not have been the right description, but the aspects and parts of it do contribute to the whole. And that's why I was very adamant about taking everything and putting it on the board. Everything that we talked about is there, and then you can look at it, and then you can go through on your own, and you can pull the other people's data in your end. You can kind of get a feel for, oh my God, I'm so wrong, or oh my God, it just feels right, and I should have added more. Because the aspect of adding more data is also key here, guys. I mean, you guys walked through this house with me. I literally took you as a group, and we walked through this house and traveled its corridors. And the aspects that you got it as a group, not as an individual. You didn't go wandering around this target by your own. It's a cool target.
But just a question, could it probably also be that this other realm has used this place for ages before the house was built there?
Sure. When you open this realm thing that I keep talking about, your job is to figure out when, where, how, and why. Your job is to figure out the time locale that you want to go to, and that's what I keep saying. You open it up, you can pick the time. You open it up, there's a lot to it.
I personally find it quite interesting to add this matrix view to remote viewing because this just adds another dimension. And for some targets, this might be quite interesting, especially if you in the higher stages in remote viewing.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
yeah.
Well, as a group, but the problem is spelled out in remote viewing, and just like Bob said, is it Bob? Did you say this? That you tend to no, it was the lizard. What the hell's her name? The lizard said that he heard when somebody says something, then he sees it too, and that's the biggest problem. Trying to overcome the handicap of having this voiceover here say something, then all of a sudden you see it. You literally have to take this voice and let it wrap around you and over you, and then you add to it. You don't take it and use it for your own. You have to, you not ignore it, but you have to add to it. So when you hear this, you have to add, this is what I feel. Because I'm looking in this direction, not the same direction as that person. I have to add to it. I can't allow this to overcome me. So when we have a group that does group remote viewing, especially when we have a tight group, you can literally let all this data just kind of wash over you like water, and then you will literally add to that, and then the energies will help you mix the two without one overpowering the other. It's the more you do a group view, the easier it becomes. The more you get into the group and allow the group to work with you, it's just easier. Having somebody talk doesn't mean that we are going to follow them exactly. It means that having somebody talk allows us to look at what's being said, but all my stuff is going to, go up there too. So you have two sets of energy, two sets of data for a target, and it works really good. It is hard, and there's a learning process. It's a very, very good learning process. I just don't know for the professionals if this would help them at all. This is more of a, I don't know, feel good kind of thing rather than an actual data set. But on that note, I want to take this feel good process, and I have a couple targets that some people be very, very, very interested in after we discuss the target. So that'll be for next time.
But I mean, there are a lot of haunted houses, or in Europe, haunted castles with ghosts. And maybe if you use something like this matrix view, you can come along, this ghost, and maybe get in contact with the ghost and find out about the story, what's behind that.
Well, exactly.
If it exists. Yeah.
Because it makes it easier to find the damn thing in the first place, and interacting with the entity, which I find very difficult. When you interact with them and you can touch them, the information's passed through a little easier, but interacting with them is easier when you pull the veil back. Doing it in the 3D realm sucks, man. I mean, anytime you add data to what you're seeing, looking at, or feeling, or hearing, it's a win-win. The problem with that is you can get overwhelmed with the amount of data on the 3D realm because you're also looking at multiple times, multiple places, and multiple energies. So those three things, if you don't kind of keep it in check, can overwhelm you. I'm looking way back in the past. I'm looking way back in the future. And the three sets of data are just combining to make a mishmash, and I don't understand. And with ghosts, you have to, with the dead people, you really have to be careful because if you go back to when they were alive and during the time that they're seeing you now, you get just weird. It's hard. You have to play with it. Find somebody with ghosts following them. I tell you what, if you have a family member or a friend that has a lot of family that is around them when you remote view them, then you can literally pick one out and you can isolate them. And then when you isolate them, you try to isolate them at that time. You don't try to look back into their history. You try to isolate it, make it as small as possible, make it as personal as possible, where you're literally looking at only the things that really are pertinent. And then you can try to communicate with them, because it's literally like a roar of noise and distracting things. If you get too much energy, too much data, it will literally, it's like literally like looking in a snowstorm. It blinds everything out and you don't understand what's going on. Hey, has anybody checked on YouTube to see if we're actually still live? Because I'm gonna shut the broadcast down if it hasn't already shut down. So see if we're still live on YouTube. My OSB is just wonked out, and I can't seem to shut it off. Everything's wonked out. Okay, so I'm going to stop the stream. I want to thank anybody who watched out there. Yay, thanks. So hopefully the next one will be